welcome to Inside the Box, talking about the EPL today. So please smash a like on the video and don't forget to subscribe as well. So we'll go through some matches that were played during the first round. We have Fulham Arsenal. That match ended 3-0. And what do you guys think? Let's start with you, Pan. How did you see that match?
I just want to say that, like, since Arteta came, the Arsenal defense has been looking solid. I have this guy in my FPL, Tierney. So, like, for me, I don't even want to talk about the attack because I feel like the attack is good enough. It's been good enough for a while now. But, like, the defense has been shit. And I think Arteta has fixed that problem for them. That's what I'm saying.
So what do you think about their new signing, Gabriel and Willian? How do you think they fared?
Okay, so I feel like Gabriel was lucky because he made an error and was corrected by Leno. If that error wasn't corrected and they had considered a goal, I feel like his debut would have been disastrous. And I feel like by now we all know Willian by now. He'll give us about 2 or 3 good games and then he'll go start. So like I don't want to say anything yet to like we're about 5 matches or like 6 matches into the season. Then I can really talk about Willian because I know him from Chelsea and it was scary. So I won't lie, the debut was a nice debut. I mean, 3 assists or 2. It was 2 assists and I think 1 FPL assist. It was amazing. Like he played really well. But then I just want to like give him time because like we know Willian. So
Okay. All right. So Mia, what do you also think? What do you think about Arsenal? Do they look good? Do they have a chance of doing well this season?
But still, I think it comes down to Fulham's complacency. They're a little bit shaky. Even though Arsenal was okay, it was still down to Fulham being shaky. We know how Arsenal always starts well and end up badly. So we'll have to see what goes on this season for Arteta to really prove himself.
So, El, what do you also think about Arsenal?
Well, I think it's still too soon to get too excited. But then, yeah, it's a good start. I mean, it's always nice to win your first Premier League game because if you are left chasing behind from the very get-go, you might find it difficult to build momentum. In as much as it was a good win, I mean, it was Fulham. They just came to the Premier League. Their team is probably the worst in the division. So yeah, Arsenal fans should be excited because Arteta is actually a very good coach. They are heading in the right direction. They are doing positive things, winning trophies. And you can see that there's a project. So they are building. So all in all, I'll say it was a good victory, but it's still early days. So fingers crossed.
So what match excited you the most, like amongst the first round of matches? Which match excited you the most? Is it the Liverpool match? Is it the Chelsea game?
Definitely the Liverpool match.
So what do you think was the contributing?
I think Leeds were exceptional for their first Premier League game.
I was asking, like, what do you think was the contributing factor to like the number of goals?
The game.
Was it bad defending, good attacking? What was it? What was the reason?
Well, Leeds. Let me say Leeds are good, and for a side that just got promoted, they are confident. That's the key thing. They are confident. They believe in their style of play, and they used it well on the day. So yeah, they gave Liverpool problems, and I think they'll give a lot of teams problems. So yeah, I'll commend Leeds. Liverpool are also a very good team because they are one team that doesn't give up. No matter how tough the opposition is, even if they are not playing well, they find a way to win. So yeah, as they call them, mentality giants. So yeah, I'll commend Leeds too because they also have a very good coach in Bielsa and their style of play is very good. I'm sure they'll actually be okay in the Premier League this season. So yeah.
So since you're a Chelsea fan, let's talk about Chelsea Brighton. How did you see that match? Because I think you guys were a bit conservative and that wasn't how you guys were playing last season. So what do you think is contributing to this?
Well, we considered over 70 goals last season. That's very, very poor for Chelsea. Over 70 goals. That was very poor. When I heard the stat, I was very, very surprised. But then yeah, I wouldn't also say it was conservative per se. I feel like we didn't play well. I didn't really see a pattern of play with the team. If we won, it was due to, let's see, some moments in the match that went our way. For instance, Dank said that if he scored, there was a possibility Brighton may have beaten us. So, yeah, we didn't play well, but the most important thing is that we won. So I'm happy we won. At the end of the day, that's what matters, the fact that we won. Against Liverpool, hopefully, we'll get some of our suspended and injured players back in order for us to do better. But in relation to what didn't go well on the day, I'll say, yeah, maybe a host of injuries. The team too was unbalanced. We haven't really had a good preseason. We've only played one match for preseason. So I don't think Lampard has had enough time to work with everyone to gel them properly with the team. So
what do you also think about the boy that he spends 100 million on? How well did he play for you? Do you think
it wasn't 100 million. It was less than 100 million. He's still young. I mean, I understand. Agenda is agenda. Agenda is agenda. He's still 21. He still has. Is he good enough? Oh yeah, he's good enough. Why not? I mean, a lot of people in the game rate him for a reason. So let's wait and see. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, Pani, which matches is the most exciting for you and why?
Liverpool lead. They scored 7 goals. I mean, like, I don't think it was a more exciting match than that match over the weekend.
Okay. So, being a Liverpool fan, are you worried about the number of goals that seems to go in?
I've been worried about the defense since after the break. Like, I mean, last season when we came back from the Corona break, the defense has been kind of off. And I think, I don't even know what I think, but I feel like it needs to get better if we want to put up a title defense season. But I just want to say that, like, Leeds, they weren't that good. I mean, they were confident, they were attacking, but they weren't that good. I feel like they scored me because of defensive errors, in my opinion. And they could have scored more because of defensive errors. So I feel like when the team is settled, like at the moment, the Liverpool team the defense is a bit unsettled. When the team gets settled, I feel like it will be more solid than it is now.
Okay. Neil, I know you're a United fan and United didn't play during the first round. So, which match excited you the most and why are your thoughts on them?
No, it was Liverpool Leeds. That game, Leeds should have won. But Klitsch and new to English football, they both caused the penalties. But that game was clearly for Leeds because Liverpool's defense is still leaking. First, it was an outside, but right now, Van Dijk too has been showing signs since the Arsenal game.
Okay. So, let's talk about some of the new boys in the league, like the boys from Everton. Like, what do you think about Everton's performance and the players they brought in? Do you think they can challenge the likes of Liverpool, City, United, Chelsea?
Oh yeah, Liverpool. Everton they didn't go fit, but still it's too early.
Which player impressed you the most, like during the first round? Who was your player of the week?
Bamford. No, sorry, Jake Harrison.
Hey.
Jake Harrison.
Okay. So, Fanny, who was your player of the week?
The person who scored a hat-trick in his first match this season. The person who scored what do you mean by what is it, Jake Harris? What is that? Bamford. Now, but I mentioned Bamford. Bamford.
So, are you asking about the new players or the old time
Player of the week?
Player of the week. Oh, player of the week, yeah, of course, Salah scored a hat-trick, so it has to be him.
2 penalties.
Okay.
What?
Oh, but if he still scored a hat-trick,
is that United fan talking about penalties? No, Kuda, was that United fan complaining about penalties?
So,
Thank you very much. Yeah, penalties were exciting.
Okay. So among the the new boys in the league, like the new players in the league, which one of them impressed you the most among the ones who played during the first round?
Well, who debuted? Okay, I think James was very, very impressive. I have three. All of them were from Everton. I think James, Doucouré, and Everton's new midfield is very, very solid and quite impressive.
Yeah, Alan.
Yeah, Alan he was exceptional, and James too really, really impressed me, as well as Doucouré. I think that midfield is actually a very dynamic and very energetic midfield. They will help Everton this season. But in terms of the standout player, the debutants, let me see. I'll take Alan for what he did for Everton. James was very impressive. Doucouré was very impressive. But I'll take Alan. I think he gives them that added dynamism in midfield that they lacked last season. So he made an obvious difference.
Okay.
In terms of what was pleasing on the eye, you can take James, but I'll take Alan for what he did for them that day.
Okay. So, Pani, which player stood out the most for you among the new boys?
I mean, I think James, Doucouré, and Alan were amazing as well. But then, standout player for me would be either Gabriel from Arsenal or Castagne, Leicester City. Yeah,
Okay.
is it Leicester?
Nice
Yeah, I
one.
think it's Leicester. Yeah, those would be my standouts.
Okay. Neil?
Bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Castana. This thing, Leicester, the right back. Very, very good.
Okay. All right.
But as well.
Okay, so let's move on to the matches that we played during the weekend. We have Everton West Brom. Who's winning it for you, Mio?
Everton, bro. Everton, sharp. Everton 1.5.
Okay. So L.
Everton West Brom. I'll take Everton, of course. I think that's actually a sure banker.
Okay. Pani.
Yeah, I think Everton as well. I think they'll win by more than a 2-goal margin. I'm not sure, but like more than a 2-goal margin, I think.
Okay. So Leeds Fulham. I think there are a lot of goals that are going to be in this match. Pani, who's winning it for you?
Who? Leeds and Fulham.
Yeah.
I think Leeds will win it. I think they played the better football over the previous weekend, so I think they would win it. But I think if Fulham plays Mitrovic, they should get a goal as well. So.
Okay. Mio?
That game might be very tough, considering how they both play. So, but Leeds to win it. Maybe 2-1.
Okay. L?
I'll take Leeds. Honestly, I think Fulham. I think Fulham are the worst team in the league, and I think they'll go back. So I'll take Leeds. I think we'll actually be a comfortable victory, in my opinion. So yeah. Judging from what you saw. Pardon?
Southampton Spurs.
Spurs. I'll say this is tricky because Spurs are clear in terms of quality, but under Mourinho they've been very inconsistent and you don't know what to expect from them during games. Like they can turn up this week and be awful the next week, and you don't know the kind of team to expect. Even though they have like the best striker, arguably the best striker in England, they are very unpredictable. So I'll go for a 2-2 draw. Is it at Spurs Stadium or away? Away.
Yeah, away.
Then I'll go for a 2-2 draw.
Okay. Yeah.
Bro, Spurs are winning it. Spurs are winning it.
I think it will be a difficult win for Spurs.
Okay. Newcastle Brighton. Who do you think is winning?
Newcastle.
Newcastle. Scoreline.
2-0.
Okay. Finally.
Brighton will win it. 3-1, 2-1.
Brighton. Let's move to Leicester Burnley. What do you think, Mia?
Who?
Leicester Burnley.
Leicester win it. 2-0.
Okay.
This we get 2-0. It goes us.
Okay. Pani.
That would be Burnley's first match this season, and I feel like Leicester has already settled a bit because at least they played one match. So I think Leicester will win it as well.
Villa, Sheffield.
Sheffield win it. Sheffield are in need of a win. They lost twice this week to Wolves, and today they lost to Burnley. Carabao. So I think Sheffield will win it. They are in need of a win. 1-0 at most.
Okay. Pani.
I feel like Villa will win it because Sheffield is. Personally, I feel like Sheffield is about to have a bad season, so I think Villa will win it.
Okay. Wolves City.
Oh, City. No doubt.
Yeah.
3-0.
Wolves
City. Wolves played match, they played today too. Today they lost to Stoke City. Yeah, I'm telling you, they are losing it sharp. Pep is hungry for a win.
Pani.
Yes, City, obviously. City will win it. City will win it.
Okay. L.
I'll take City. I actually think it will be close, but I'll take City.
Okay. So let's move to the matches that we want to talk about. You understand? Okay. Arsenal West Ham quickly.
Arsenal win it.
Arsenal. Yeah, Arsenal as well.
Okay.
The back is bad. First time they cast.
Okay, so Mio, let me come to you. United is playing Palace, and this will be our first match. And Palace won their first game.
We are winning.
I know you know we are not ready because we don't have enough signings. So I want to
but if we get Sancho, we are winning the league. That one the AD. But right now they are ready. Right now,
Liverpool.
So you see what? Oh, say I'm again. I know here.
I say right, the Liverpool fan they laugh me like right. The seat up to.
Oh, I've been seeing top for about 3 seasons now. If I will laugh, you know me now.
Okay. So, how do you think the match will go? What do we need to beat Palace?
Penalty.
You see, normally they break against Palace, but right now we have the creators. There's Bruno, there's Van de Beek, there's 3-0 Man United.
3-0 United.
Yeah.
Okay. So, are you happy with us signing Van de Beek? What do you think about him?
Oh, Van de Beek is very, very good. The way he can position himself in the box and score those goals. This season is going to be crazy, my boy. My brothers are going to be crazy.
I like how excited you are.
Yeah, but
I don't do the same.
Yeah. We need more.
Yeah, the squad isn't good enough, but the first team is okay. L.
What I think about United?
Yeah.
In relation to the Crystal Palace game, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I think United will definitely win the match. I'm sure about that. Especially if your squad is at full strength. On your day you should beat Crystal Palace, unless of course there's an upset or anything like that. But I actually think United are a very, very good team. The only thing they lack is depth, actually, like squad depth. your bench is actually quite weak. So if there's any injury to a player in your starting 11, you may struggle. So I think that's one thing your board needs to address, because it seems like you're missing out on all your targets, and that's not a good thing. But then I think against Crystal Palace, you guys should be fine. You are good enough to beat Crystal Palace. So, yeah.
Okay, Pani.
Yeah, obviously you should win Crystal Palace. I mean, if you lose the match, I mean, you will not lose the match. You win the match. You have Bruno Fernandes. I mean, you get a penalty. But if
Why
you're
why
asking
do
me,
you be worried about
why do I?
penalties?
I'm not worried about it. Like, I mean, it's a sure way to win the game, and you get it. So I don't know why are you complaining when I say penalty.
Okay.
But the penalty they we like Kampan.
Yeah, Miss If I like him.
Okay.
Same.
So,
It helps my FPL. So I mean,
let's move to the match of the week. Let's start with you, Pani. Who do you think is winning, and how do you think Liverpool shape up? Quickly, before we just wrap up. Yeah.
if I like, preferably I would want us to shape up with a 4-2-3-1, but then I know we are going in with a 4-3-3 because that's Klopp's most trusted information. And
So who is he playing?
honestly, I think you said, what did you say?
Who's he playing? Like, what do you think the squad is going to be?
Oh, obviously Salamani, Firmino. The middle, he'll probably play Fabinho, Henderson, and Ronaldo. I can't be sure, but that's what I think he'll play. And then the normal back four and Alisson in the four.
Okay.
I think we'll win it because I feel like the Chelsea team, although they have potential to be good, I feel like they don't have the chemistry yet. And basically, I'm entering the season with players I played with last season, so it's basically the same thing for me. But obviously, they are going to have to make some changes and things, and I don't think they've settled into that yet. So I think I should be winning the game. If I lose the game, it will be an error or a moment of brilliance from them, which I doubt will happen. So let's see.
Okay.
Yeah.
L.
Yeah.
How do you think is shaping up? Who is winning?
Okay. Well, to be honest, as a Chelsea fan, I want my team to win. But if we are being honest, obviously Liverpool are the favourites because they are the better team. My team is still relatively young or new because we just bought a lot of players, and it will definitely take time before they integrate. And we even have players missing from injuries and stuff like that. So the team is actually not set. They haven't really had.
How do you think he's shaping up? What team is he going to use?
Pardon?
How do you see him shaping up? Yeah, formation, players. Yeah.
Well, the thing is, right now, players are injured, or we are not sure of who is even available. I think we'll have to wait for his press conference tomorrow. But if Pulisic is available, I think Ziyech is not available. If Pulisic is available, I think it will be best if he plays a diamond in the midfield with Havertz behind Pulisic and Werner. I think that'll be our best team, with Jorginho at the base of the diamond, partnered by Kovacic on the left, Kante on the right. And our defense, if Thiago Silva is fit, he should start, honestly. I think he should start with Reece James as well to cope with Mane's pace, because I think Aspilicueta won't cope well with it. And I think Zuma should partner Thiago Silva. And on the left, I don't think Chilwell will be available, so probably Alonso is going to start, which is very, very alarming and disturbing, because against Salah, he's going to be buried alive, to be honest. Because like, even against Lamptey, he was crap. So I'm imagining him against Salah, and I don't think Mendy will also be signed in time for the match. So I guess it's Kepa. So yeah, with Kepa and Alonso, I'm worried. So yeah, but I think that will be our starting lineup if Pulisic is available. I think that's the best starting lineup we can
come up with. Okay. How do you rate Havertz's first match? Like
Liverpool,
the most expensive player so far, and how do you rate his performance?
I think there was average, but I really like him. I've seen in the way he began. He's very good. So hopefully you live up to his expectation.
The way I set the agenda give you away, you handle them.
Oh,
I know, like,
yeah. Agenda there, it will come. It will come. I
funny.
just want to make sure they small, so they don't get excuse.
So funny. How do you rate Havertz's first match?
Me? Is it me?
Yeah.
Oh, I think it was subpar. It wasn't good enough. It was. Yeah, it
Passing
wasn't
to
good
the
enough.
last one and all. Okay. All right. So thank you guys very much for joining today, and I hope you enjoyed yourselves. And please don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. Thank you.
Yeah, bro. Hit that subscribe and like button. Yeah.